Crowd Justice for Music Claims. A personal story by Paul Anthony Cook. In 1997, as an unemployed musician living in a council house with my family, I had little chance of taking on Sade and Sony over my music claims, including my contributions to songs such as Smooth Operator. At that time, however, legal aid was still available, and because my case had considerable merit, it progressed all the way to the steps of the court. My legal bill in 1997 was around £30,000. Many others involved in the case faced similar costs but did not have legal aid to fall back on. I was later informed by Brian Carr, Sade's solicitor at the time, that I could face recovery of £11,000 if I went to the media or published my experience. Having no assets and no money, I instead focused on creating work related to promoting my experiences, work which continues in some form to this day. Fast forward to 2009. I took a DIY court case against Sade's producers, the BBC, Sade herself, and even PPL UK and the Musicians Union. I eventually dropped at least 2, as I felt I had taken on too many cases at once and there was insufficient evidence to proceed. At the time, I had concerns about the conduct of these organizations, but I lacked the resources to investigate further. The Sade case came about after I learned in 2000, through PPL UK, that an alternate version of Smooth Operator had been recorded and was being used in the US to generate income for Sony and Sade, income which was not finding its way to me. Helen's lawyers managed to have that case struck out at a hearing which I had understood was to be about allocation at the time. The judge awarded her £8,000 in costs, again a sum I could not pay, as I was once more an incredibly poor teacher with no assets to my name, only a box of chalk and an old BMW. The BBC case, however, I did win. It became clear that the forms they used for the Top of the Pops in 1984 had been completed suspiciously and incorrectly, which had denied me any television royalties at that time. Finally, I received payment, so I won and lost one on that occasion, but at least I tried to enforce my claims and my rights. In 2023, the legal landscape is completely different. The proliferation of online platforms such as Crowd Justice has transformed the way people can come together to take on the giants of industry or the authorities. In the past, such challenges would have been impossible for most individuals. Chris Packham, a well-known UK conservationalist, has raised over £150,000 for a defamation case through Crowd Justice. A testament to the power of people coming together to support a cause of a person they believe in. In my new case against Sony and Sade, via my solicitors Rafter Marsh, UK, a new style of legal exponents has allowed me to pursue Sony for the last year on a nominal fee, because they believe my case is undefeatable by all concerned. We have now approached Crowd Justice and are moving forward with the case against Sony and Sade that will invite people to pledge support online, from as little as £10 to whatever they wish to give, to support the rights of a poor musician to be heard. Why should large corporations be able to hide behind their control of assets, particularly when music companies hold copyrights that may rightfully belong to others? It is now more equitably legal to take on these giants, but you still have to put in the work and establish a campaign that people will support. In my case, as with other aspects of injustice, I believe it is a positive development that people can come together, support one another, even with just £10, and make a difference to the status quo. How many times have people with more money simply sat back and watched as those they have taken from can do nothing about their injustice? Viva Crowd Justice! Viva the Internet! Viva la everything!